Hi, and welcome to another episode of Dungeons & Degrees. My name's Adrian.
And I'm Alex.
And today we have a special guest. Special guest, introduce yourself.
Hello. My name is Emily, aka Emily Greymoore. I don't know why I said aka, because that's actually just my name. Hello. Pleasure to be here.
Well, I mean, it's a difference between just calling you your first name and then calling you your full name.
That's true. I request all of you to call me Lady Emily Greymoore at all times.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right, Lady Emily Greymoore. Gotcha.
Your Highness will do. That's fine.
Your Highness, my apologies. I am so sorry. My head is too high. I must
This has turned
lightly.
Thank you.
This has taken the best turn.
I can't even look at the camera anymore.
I had that
I don't want to
literally
offend
happen
you.
to me once. I shit you not. There was once upon a time when I was working with the public. I was signing people up for memberships for a certain charitable cause, and I was going through the form with the gentleman. I said, "Oh, is it Mr.?" And he was like, "Oh, it's Lord, actually." And I said, "Sorry."
Nice.
And he was like, "Yeah," and he showed me his driving license. Yes, had Lord, and I was like, "Oh, beg your pardon." So now I never assume, because you never know. You never know what titles some people have got hiding underneath. Yeah. So there
That's
you go.
great.
Yeah, little story.
You look so
I'm
shocked.
properly distracted now. My brain is like, just,
Yes,
it's fine.
Yes, I've annoyingly, weirdly, I've met a lot of lords and ladies in my life, and they're all as absolutely bonkers as you imagine the English nobility to be.
They have to keep a certain decorum, right?
They're just away with the fairies, and I mean it. Like, they are literally just, "Oh, who? What? Where am I? Oh, yes, very good. Lovely. What do you do? Oh, okay.
Taking absence
Great."
on the daily.
It's so funny. They're just so out of touch with anything in the real world. It's great.
Wonderful. Well, we've brought Lady Emily Greymoore,
Thank you.
to talk about the podcasts that she's on.
Yes.
Let's talk about, would you like to talk about the interview first or the actual play first?
I mean, hey, whatever you are the most excited to talk about, I am here to answer any
Listen,
questions.
I'm most excited about the interview because I was on the interview.
You
and
were on the... Yeah, see?
We had Mr. Clausen as well.
I was literally just listening to the Tyler episode before I came on. Yeah, he's an absolute sweetheart. And so Tyler and I, if you listen to the previous episode, do Random Encounters, which is a little animated sort of interview show that we have on YouTube. We've literally just finished putting out the first season. The first season is all up and ready. Adrian is in our second season, so he'll be coming out next year. Woo. In a couple months. When I say next year, it sounds like a long time away, but it's not that far.
Yeah, recording date
yes.
the 11th month of this year, so don't even worry about it.
Amazing.
It's coming. It's coming.
And it's just, I can't even remember where the original idea came from for interviewing people and one of their sort of PCs. Mm-hmm. But as soon as we tried it the once, it was just so funny and it was just so much fun. We thought, right, okay, this has to be the thing. And people just get so excited having their characters interviewed because it's not anything they've ever really had happen before. And the amount of people afterwards who are just like, I really had to think about what my character would say to that. I've never thought about what my character does on their days off. This is really fun. Yeah, it's been a great experience, and I've learned a lot doing it, and I've gotten a lot of confidence doing it, because when I first started I was terrified, because I was like, when I'm interviewing other people, like, you guys have been doing, you're pros, right? I've done like you guys are on what's this episode, like 93, something crazy,
It's 95, 96.
yeah, right. And we've done like maybe 10. So I'm just like, it's okay, they're more scared of me than I am of them. It's fine. Yeah, just that making sure everything is smooth. There's no issues with the like recording, and like you're professional and you don't upset anybody. And making sure they're having a good time. It's okay.
The anxiety. You're thinking about your show. This is not the place. We need to make sure you're comfortable, okay?
It's okay. It's okay. The tables have turned today.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's all right. But yeah, it's great fun. I've enjoyed it a lot. And I've met some wonderful people, including yourself, obviously.
Thank
And
you.
it's just been great getting to know people that you only ever see one side of through sort of social media or just sort of through like whatever kind of servers you share and things like that. So yeah, it's been really good. Really good.
Yeah, it's a very unique take on the lens of their perspectives of who they kind of want to be in this fantasy realm. Yeah, it's another like side to the many-sided face of an individual.
Yeah, 100%.
It's
The
so fun.
20-sided, if you will.
I was trying to avoid that, to be honest. I was running away from it.
No.
But I guess the thought was there. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it matters how many people we've interviewed or what situations we've been in meeting people on the internet, but I absolutely still feel the same anxiety I did when Adrian and I started interviewing people, or even when Adrian and I started the conversation, just started recording it all. And I think it's even more now that I realize that I have said things and those things are now on the internet and people can they can record it and then, you know, come at me.
Don't at me. Yeah.
I mean,
Please
listen,
at me.
at Dungeons and Degrees, okay? At that platform, do not at me personally because I will just shrivel up and cry.
So what you're saying is there's no hope for my anxiety. It will just continue and forever be there.
I don't know, because like I feel like I'm much better at speaking now, at least to keep something going. I was very nervous to approach people that I thought were beyond like my reach as a
100%,
creator,
yeah, I
as
get that.
someone in social media, and just asking and not fearing the no's and just, you know, being okay with the void of any feedback. I've become more attuned to it, and it's just part of, you know, what you want to do with your project and who you're willing and wanting to reach out to.
100%.
So I've gained that confidence. And other than that, though, like, I think the nervousness has gone down, but to be honest, I love doing this. I get excited. You know, like, before we even started the conversation, you know, there was, like, less of this announcer voice, I guess. And I was just like, yeah, whatever. I was calm. And then as soon as I go, hi and welcome to, like, I just, like, turn it on.
Yeah, 100%. It just, like, this thing just comes out. It's like, no, it's not called masking. What's it called? Code switching.
Yeah.
That's something that, I mean, if anyone's been in retail in anywhere in their lives, it's just like your customer service voice. Technically, that's a code switch as well. Yeah, it's so funny just how easy it is sometimes just to do that. Just like your normal talking voice, and then suddenly you talk to someone else or in a different circumstance, and you're suddenly like, presenter voice. This is how I sound now. Yeah. There you go. It's a talent as well, by the way. It's not just a weird thing that people do.
I appreciate that. No, I've noticed because I've had to join some different like jobs and stuff. So like the first day, Adrian is like attentive and everything, and then once
100%.
you see that their walls are going down and they're more personable, you're just like you can lower your kind of like yeah, sounds great instead of yes sir, of course sir, anything you want sir, whatever. Like the language just changed to me being more myself.
Amazing. I love that. And when you start calling people or each other names, then you know you're chill.
Oh yeah, no, like the guy that I'm working under right now, he called himself an asshole, and every now and then I'll just say, yeah, it's because you're an asshole, and he's like, fuck you, man, and I'm like, okay, we're golden.
That's true friendship when you can say fuck you, man, and it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Alex,
I have never worked under anybody where that was even like that no. I mean, okay, so like the closest I may get to that would be like working in any sort of food service, but the people who are in charge are not the people who are in charge, right? They're not I love me. Okay, like we understand managers are not really in charge of anything aside from like normal day-to-day functioning. So, sure, maybe they're a friend, but never at the job.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe now, 8 years away from working at it, are we friends?
I thought you were going to
But
say 8 years away from retirement. Now I'm
when we're
only 8 years away.
retired. Oh my god, wouldn't that be nice? That'd be so nice. I just have to work
I
less
hope
than
I
a
reach
decade, and then I'm
retirement.
done.
I would like to just retire early. Because I know as a millennial, I will be working until I'm 90.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Just part of the game, apparently. It keeps going. It keeps going.
So depressing.
Uh-huh.
Be working
That's
in
why
my
we
own
create
nursing
to
home.
escape.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I would also, speaking of escape, let's talk about your Let's Play. Or actual play? I forget
Actual
what's
play, I think, is the term. I think Patrick calls it a narrative play.
Ooh.
So, like, actual plays are when you're listening to someone actually play the game. So, whether it's D&D or any other TTRPG, I think that's generally why it's called actual play. But because I think Unbalanced Encounters is much more edited, there's a lot more sort of soundscaping, ambience, sound effects. It's produced in a higher kind of way. I think narrative play is what he likes to call it, because I like to call it an audio drama. So I suppose it's like audio drama meets actual play. Narrative play, a new genre I think Patrick has come up with.
Nice.
But yeah, it's we literally yesterday had an 8-hour recording session for it, because we're coming up to Christmas now. Everyone's going to be busy for the holidays. And I mean, if anyone celebrates Thanksgiving, we're coming up to that as well. So everyone's going to be away with family, friends. So we're getting a lot in before the end of the year. So then we can all take December off, which will be nice. So.
With an 8-hour recording, how many episodes is that?
We managed now because we have done a lot. We're a year and a bit into this, so we do one every other week. We've got it down pat really well, so we can squeeze 2. So we do kind of like a 3 and a bit hour each side, and then with kind of like half an hour, 45-minute break in the middle. So we managed to get 2 episodes out of that
Gotcha.
at the beginning. And no way, it'd be like 5 hours for like one episode, because we were just like, we don't know what we're doing, we don't know how to really do this, we're just having fun. But that element of, okay, we're very conscious of how we're setting the scene, what we're saying, like this is a show,
Right.
Whereas at the beginning it was like, let's see where this goes, let's just have some fun and create some funny moments and some, meaningful stories. But now it's like, we're doing something with this. We want to really kind of like put our best foot forward. So we've kind of gotten very good at doing that now, which is nice.
Nice.
Do you mind describing your character?
Yeah.
So I am lucky / cursed in the way that I have 2 characters. So Harissa, or Safra Harissa, is my main character. She is a Drake Warden Ranger. She is a gruff, kind of keep people at arm's length kind of older woman who just wants to do her thing and is very focused and doesn't like getting sidetracked. Very to herself. And then her dragon, which is actually a frilled lizard in the show, he's called Mr. Spinks, and he is basically her inner child. So he says all the things that she wouldn't. When I first kind of like started thinking about Mr. Spinks, I was saying to Patrick that I didn't want to create an edgelord. I kind of created one a little bit by accident with Harissa when I first started playing her, and I needed something to be able to lift her character in a way, and also for other characters to be able to see inside her in a way that doesn't allow her that doesn't just not allow her, have her just go, oh, let me just open up to you in this really random moment for no reason. So he is just like, says all the things that she would never dare, outs her in all the best ways, and is an absolute terror. Um, and a chaos gremlin, which is my favorite character to play. So yeah, that is with the two scales, edgelord and chaos gremlin, combined in one opposing force. Yeah, it's very fun to play. Very fun.
Yeah,
doing both of them.
Mr. Spinks is like a mascot for like at least the
Yes.
server. I see Mr. Spinks all the time.
He has become like the kind of party pet in a weird way that I wasn't anticipating. If you can imagine just like a Muppet, you basically, that's where Mr. Spinks lives. That's his kind of character.
Yeah, no, that's an apt description.
Yeah. I have a lot of fun with Mr. Spinks, and yeah, because I going into this project, I just didn't know really where it was going to go in terms of like how much character development I would need to do, where the story of Harissa was going to go, and as it kept growing and forming, and backstories really needed to kind of be fleshed out in a more meaningful way, and like their needs and wants needed to be fleshed out in a more meaningful way. Spinks was born. Funnily enough, Patrick was going to voice Spinks initially. We had some conversations about whether it would be the DM being the familiar, or whether it would be me carrying on that. And I'm very glad that he let me do Spinks, because yeah, he causes the DM a lot of stress.
It's a great voice. I just can't imagine Patrick. I mean, Patrick has enough like going on to voice another person. There's so many characters in the DM's Rolodex that they gotta remember.
Yeah, it's a lot. He does some magical wizardry when it comes to Harissa and Spinks having conversations with each other, because obviously like there's me going backwards and forwards between these two personalities very quickly, but he does an amazing job in edit of like kind of overlapping them a little bit, so it just makes them even more seem like two different characters, which is fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, so I appreciate that. He makes me sound very good. He makes all of us sound very good. When we're recording, I'm an absolute mess. But yes, he makes me sound very professional and very good. It's fantastic. Yeah.
Well, that's great. Is Patrick's the one doing the editing then?
Yes, poor soul. He did try and get another editor involved, and Cinder has done some editing for him on occasion. But yeah, all of the editing, sounds, he's even helped write some of the music for the show as well. All of the audio is his incredible creation, and it's just, and he's learned it on the go as well. He's just didn't really know how to do it at the beginning, and has just, every episode is just getting better and better and better and better. Yeah, he's very, very talented at it now after a year and a half of doing it.
Yeah.
Bless him. Yeah, he needs a break. It's a lot of work. He's like always like,
I hear you have one coming up in December, so maybe he'll take a real break.
Yes,
a mandatory
I pushed
break.
for that very strongly. I was just like, you need to not do anything for at least a month, please. He will, I'm sure, because he can't not work. But I've tried anyway to give him a break. But, yeah.
Gotcha. Before, I guess, I knew about Unbalanced Encounters, I saw a couple TikToks of you doing map making.
Oh, geez, that was a long time ago. Yes.
Yes.
So
a very long time ago.
Yeah.
What got you into doing map making?
Funnily enough, that particular map that I was doing was for a homebrew campaign that I was running for some friends. And this was back before, I started anything with Patrick, and before we started doing that or even thinking up Unbalanced Encounters. And I needed a map for my players because, the world was massive, and I was like, they need to know where they're going. This is ridiculous. So I just started doing it and having fun with that, and showed it to TikTok, and TikTok really liked it, which was great. And then, of course, my group disbanded and we never actually got to play in the world. So the map is now unfinished and sitting on my hard drive, gathering digital dust. So it's there somewhere that I have not finished it. But I have used some of those skills that I learnt through drawing for a lot of the artwork for the show, which has been very fun to do. So yeah, that's been good. So I've still been using my skills in various ways, just not on my maps at the moment. Which is sad. But
Yeah.
maybe I'll do a map for Patrick. But anyway, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. It sounds like, I mean, even within that, like, you know, the game disbanded, you still got that skill and were able to kind of push forward it in other avenues.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, for sure. I love being creative. And honestly, it's where I thought I was going to end up in a more sort of career way. I thought kind of art and illustration was going to be where I was headed in life. And it's, yeah, since kind of really embracing voice acting and podcasting and audio work, which I never thought. I was like, I just make stupid voices for my friends and for my sister who enjoys it quite a bit. And then, you know, all these people saying, you're actually good at this, Emily. Maybe you should think seriously about it. Yeah, so who knew? Who knew? I still don't really believe it. So.
This is about to become a motivational podcast. If you say one more mean thing about yourself, I will flip the table over and we will just start shaking it. It's a gift, if you will. But there's no way that, like, you're not good at these things if, one, your map mapping skills got attention from the internet, and then you took those skills and then you became a little more artsy, and then someone said you were really good at making voices, which, you know, is the basis of all good animation. So you're gonna have to stop just talking bad about yourself. I'm so sorry.
I promise.
Lady
I love you. That's
Greymoore.
Fantastic. I love it.
It's more of a threat, to be honest.
It is.
I'll take it. Those kind of threats I'm happily receiving. That's great.
Yeah, just be nice.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll be good to myself.
What is your favorite medium right now?
For art in general?
Yes, yes.
At the moment, clay. Strangely and weirdly and completely out of the ethos. Yeah, I don't have a kiln or anything like that, so it's not any of the cool clay that
Right.
Sam works with, because she's an incredible potter. If you ever get her on the show, please get her to talk about it. It's just the air dry stuff at the moment, because I can work with that. But yeah, I like to make little gargoyles out of clay, just for fun, because you don't have them over here, and I'm very sad. So I'm gonna have to make my own ones. I've been a big fan of Brian Froud, who did all of the art and design for Labyrinth and Dark Crystal. He did all the concept art for that, and his artwork is phenomenal, and I absolutely adore it, and it inspires me a huge amount. So I always make weird face little goblin things whenever I have a spare few minutes, which has not been for a little while. I've got some over there.
Oh.
But you probably somewhere. Do you want me to go show you?
That's too far. Yes, please.
All right. For all you audio listeners, you can't see him, but here we go. One second.
My little goblin brain is like, yes.
Yeah,
need
your
to see them.
goblin for the your goblin brain for the
I'm
gargoyles.
I'm goblin for the. I'm sorry. The tagline was the labyrinth, and I said yes, please.
Amazing. So, this is one of them.
Oh my gosh. Indentions.
The light is a bit funny. But yeah, there's one. And then the other one, which I've done, is this guy.
He's so cute with his little horns and his little lopsided eyeballs.
Right? I was like, look it. He's so cool.
Dear listener, you're missing out on this. This is a great time to plug. All the episodes are currently on the YouTubes. So if you really want to watch my face or watch Adrian's face or look at these adorable gargoyles, you can just head on over to YouTube and Dungeon and Degrees. No
And the
S.
Patreon.
And the Patreon. Mm-hmm. And wherever pods are cast.
Yeah, the
like that.
Patreon
Except-
video, yeah. And then, but the YouTube videos don't come out till like a week later after I post.
That's
That's
okay.
fine.
They can wait. That's all right.
Mm-hmm. They can wait.
They
But
can
for you who are supporting us, thank you. Anyways,
Ooh.
sorry.
Yeah. So, I mean, when I moved, because I am British, but I have moved to the US now.
What? You're
Um,
British?
I know,
Stop
wild.
it.
I know I don't look it.
Whoa.
And so all
Thank
of
God
my
you
shit-
don't look it. Hold, please.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
God you don't look it. Okay? Because, like, I am so sorry
It
if
could
you
be
look
worse.
British, but you know. You know.
You know what we're talking about. So
Adrian's
I've
like, I
been in
could
the-
not.
Absolutely.
Adrian, do you know what we're talking about? Do you have an
Maybe.
image? Okay.
Potentially.
The British image.
There's
Those-
just
those-
a look.
There is the lords and ladies that I have met. Though that kind of look, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying.
Maybe. I'm trying. There's a bunch of them in there.
Just think of Prince
They're
Charles.
not good.
Oh, King Charles now. King
Oh,
Charles
yeah.
now. Sorry.
Bleh.
Sorry, sir. We have to.
You can
pledge
add us at
allegiance
Dungeons and Degrees.
if you're watching this. Thanks. Yeah. So I'm not there anymore. I haven't been there since the beginning of the year. I am permanently in the US now, and so all of my stuff. So like I packed up an entire apartment's worth of things, and it's in storage somewhere in the UK at the moment. And all of my actual like cool shit, like my gargoyles, all of my books, all of my artwork, like it's all just stowed away. We're gonna hopefully ship it over here at some point. But yeah, it's expensive.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna make sure we are a little bit more permanently where we want to be before we ship a whole bunch of other shit that I've got stashed away. So for now, I bought myself some air clay and I'm making some temporary gargoyles. So
They're so good, right? I like them. They're very cute. Cute in a gargoyle way.
yeah, cute in a
No,
weird bucket.
cute in a normal, cute way, Adrian.
Listen,
This is not because it's a
we're
gargoyle.
Not
This
normal.
is cute.
Alex, we're not normal. Look at your
I
hair.
don't know what you're talking about.
These aren't even my
What's normal?
books.
This is not even my room.
Right. I've got some weird little fucking artwork over there.
It's-
I've
No, I
got
like the little frog. I've been staring at the
Yeah, I
frog
was
the
looking at
whole
the frog
time.
too.
The
Yeah,
frog
the
is so
frog's
cute.
cool. I love him. He's great. We've got a little blanket with him on too. It's fantastic. Anyway, I knocked into the microphone a bunch. Apologies, audio listeners.
No worries. Don't worry about it.
Edit it
Editing Adrian's got it.
Thanks,
Current
editing
doesn't have to worry
Adrian.
about it. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I'll stop showing my shinies now.
Fun.
Carry
Well,
on.
speaking of shinies, do you have
Oh.
a favorite dice? Eyes widen. Yeah, I'll give you. No worries. No
Yes,
worries.
I do. Again, it's over there. But
Okay.
it's,
No worries.
it's my sister got it for me actually. It's a D20. It doesn't have a set. It's just an individual one. But it's the one with the sharp edges. I like me the ones with the sharp edges, and it's got moss and mushrooms and stuff in it with copper numbers. It's really cool. It's really
That's
nice.
so cool.
Yeah, it's my favorite. Although I don't use real dice for the show. It's all D&D Beyond, all digital dice.
Gotcha.
Don't get to use it very often, which is very sad. Very
Womp
sad.
womp.
Yeah.
Should petition Patrick. Overthrow. I'm just kidding.
But then I have to do
Overthrow.
maths, so I'm not going to do that.
Ah, the math.
Bah.
Yeah, so I'm just like, no, I'll stick with the digital ones so I can add up all my shit because I'm there forever. Maybe if I wasn't playing D&D, and I could do something a bit simpler. I can use it instead of, all right, that, then plus that, then minus that, and anyway, ain't got time for that.
I always feel like I lose stuff in my character sheet on D&D Beyond because it's not in front of me. So, like, I have the opposite issue where I'm like, it's on the internet. I don't really give a fuck about what's going on there. So I'm like, yeah, it's there. I don't pay attention. But if I have, like, tangible character sheets and stuff in front of me, I'm more likely to play my character better because it's there in front of me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. The amount of times I forget that I have a certain thing in my inventory, and I'm like, oh shit,
It's a different
used
tab.
this grenade the whole time.
No, it might as well be on Mars.
Yeah, right. If I can't see it, it doesn't exist.
Nope.
Yep, I feel that. 100%.
It is tough, especially like to keep everything in line. I mean, I bet if I had a folder, I would lose that instead of just all my loose post-it notes. Like, it's a bunch. I'm a mess. No one needs to see my desk, but here's a handful of notes I have had that aren't at
Amazing.
Just a pack of sticky notes.
They're not
You know,
sticky.
you don't have
They're
you-
note cards.
Okay. I was going to say, you don't even
enough.
have to take those apart if they're sticky notes. You could just, like,
I
flip
could put them
over.
on there. I play
mean-
video games. The screen needs to be cleared.
Okay, I wasn't saying you could put the sticky... You could just literally take your pack of sticky notes that I don't have anywhere near me, and you
That
just,
I
like,
don't have
lift them
either.
and fold them. Okay, then the note cards. Never mind. Okay.
The amount of
Yeah.
like sticky little post-it notes I have that I just stick to the bottom of my monitor, so it's just like bunting, just like the amount.
Yep.
I've got an extra wide monitor now, so it's like. I bought the monitor to fit more post-it notes. That's
Nice.
not to play games on or anything like that. To fit more post-it notes. Need more real
There's a
estate
few more.
for the sticky notes. Yeah.
Hold up. I gotta just there. Okay, it's ready. Now it's all clean.
I've thrown them all in the trash. I don't need these notes anymore.
I know I need some of those. Some of those I do.
Too late.
But I don't know
forever.
where they went. They're all in a pile now.
Amazing.
Yeah, I know. It's great. I was gonna ask, but then I think no, you already answered that. I was gonna ask you if you had a wheel because you said something about clay, but you just have the
Oh
air
yeah,
clay.
no, I'm not
Yeah.
like a ceramics person for sure. I don't know. I've never attempted actually throwing clay. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No, I've
No,
thrown
I
Thrown
know.
clay.
I've thrown clay
just to do it.
at people, but yeah, not thrown clay.
Emily and I are on the same wavelength. We said, I will use it as an assault weapon, but I will not use it to make something pretty out of. I will throw it at your face.
I saw the look in your eye, and I was like, yes, I know.
Oh boy. There's two of them now.
It's hard. But like air dry clay has its own issues too.
100%.
Because like you can't just like lay it on top of each other and just like work it in where you think it would stick because it's not going to stick like at all. Like you've got to like pray to anything that will listen to you and then like light 4 effigies and then maybe the things you've laid on top of your slab will work.
100%. Yeah. They have been an experiment, that's for sure. They started off as tin foil sort of structures underneath, and then I kind of laid on and squashed in clay around it, which seemed to work not too bad. Although the thing is,
Yeah.
I can't put them outside or anything like that. They would just melt in the rain. So if I wanted to do anything with them, I'd have to like figure out how to make a cast and then pour in some concrete or something.
Fine. Very cheap materials. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all fine. It's fine. So obviously that's not going to happen in my apartment here. So maybe one day. We'll see.
See, Adrian, the
way.
struggle.
I need like a
Those
craft
things
workshop.
are expensive and they're weird and they're, you know. But I love that idea. I don't know if Adrian has mentioned, but I teach art in elementary school, so
No.
like every
Amazing.
form of that's why I struggle. I have this little Picasso that I've made that things keep falling off of it, and I'm like, it'll still be my example. They'll be fine, but at this
It's fine.
point,
It's Picasso. It's meant to be.
it's fine.
You know.
Just repaint it, but yeah. Ours won't. You can't put anything in it. Whatever clay I ordered forever ago, you can't put anything in it because it shrinks too much, and so it just cracks.
Interesting. Interesting.
It's awful. Don't do it.
Yeah. Air dry clay is a whole thing. So don't do it with any kind of like anticipation of it lasting forever. That's for sure.
Absolutely not.
I want to talk about the podcast, the actual play, the narrative play. Sorry.
No, whatever you want to call it, it's fine. It's a million names. You're all right.
And
I think it's hold on. I think it's a continuum. Okay, so I wrote this out while we were talking.
Okay.
I want to define it.
Dead on his desk.
I want to
Okay,
define.
sorry.
We're gonna define it here on this
do it.
podcast first.
Let's do
okay.
it.
Actual play indicates that we hear dice and math. Okay, so like legitimately like listening to people play their TTRPGs. Okay, an audio drama has no dice. Right? We're just describing what's going on. The narrative play combines the two, where it is a little of the audio drama. We get some elevated background noises, maybe some elevated ways that we're describing what's going on. And
Cinematic
then
stuff.
we also get the little bit of the dice rolling and maybe a little math or kerfuffles with humans doing math very quickly.
Yes. Which is why I need D&D Beyond. At all times. That's perfect.
Why are you
good.
looking at me like this, Adrian?
No, I'm just, give it a second. There's a delay. I was just processing, and then I said something. There's a delay.
It's a mental delay and a physical. It's fine.
It's a
No, it's
continuum.
very good. Very good. I appreciate it. Okay, I have no issues. These crab hands need to go away. Okay.
It's the brackets. It's the brackets of what I'm talking about. There's actual play, and then there's audio drama, and in the middle
two
lies
brackets.
unbalanced
Why are they
account.
together?
It's unbalanced in the balance of what it is.
There you go.
Thanks.
Lobster.
I'd buy you
Perfect.
tickets to your TED Talk any day.
Don't.
I love
I
it.
can imagine you just finishing your TED Talk and just fucking darting off stage.
Peace.
Just like weirdly, like as I'm walking off, just like have fun.
Off screen. Off screen.
Perfect.
You
No,
guys
I'd want,
can
like,
fight
a
me
little, like-
outside.
Oh, a bomb? You want a bomb?
I'd want like a little like flashbang, like with a little puff of like the really pathetic puffs of smoke, and then me running off, like so, like thinking that people think I've just vanished. Absolutely
Nice,
not.
nice.
Exactly how I would leave the stage.
All right.
Adrian, how would you exit your tech talk?
Come on.
Oh, I don't know. See, I feel like if it went bad, and nobody was clapping, I'd be, you wasted my fucking time, and I fucking flipped them all off and walked away. But if it went very well, I would bask a little, and then I'd walk off.
Couple of bows.
Confidently? Would you?
We'll see. Probably like there's like one leg shaking, but everything else is fine. So like as I walk out, you see one leg just like loses its balance and just walks off.
Just a
Not gonna
trail
throw
of like
yourself
pee.
into the crowd.
P? Why would you add that to my thing? I didn't add anything to your thing.
Your leg is shaking though. Oh.
It doesn't have to pee. It's like, yeah, the leg itself is just peeing.
That's not how that works, but that's not what I meant.
I
The
know what
American
you're
education system, ladies and gents.
I learned this in sex ed. The leg don't pee.
Texas,
The leg don't pee.
Texas, Texas.
Oh, fuck.
The stars at night are big
No.
and bright, but we don't
It's
know
just part of
where
my
to put
education.
it. What?
What? The clapping part was part of the education. Just, it's ingrained in my head.
indoctrination.
I have to line up those fucking claps now. Anyways, whatever. Adrian's just thinking about the future.
Editor Adrian is like, fuck's sake.
He's just taking it from another clip on YouTube where everyone's clapping at the same time.
Yeah.
He's just
I'm
edited
picturing
it.
how to do it. I know how to do it. I'm trying to make sure I'm the math. Anyways, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Don't have to worry about that. Anyways. Hey, Alex, can I ask my question?
No.
No? Okay.
We're having too much.
No, it's Emily and I's podcast now, and
Yeah,
you
sorry.
can fuck right off. We are in love.
Ousted.
Let me show you something real quick.
Let's gaze lovingly into each other's eyes.
This is
for a
my
minute.
gain meter. I'm just putting it down.
Oh, fabulous. This is perfection.
This is so good. This is
I
what
love
the listeners
this.
want. Truly.
Yeah.
Yeah. this
Emily,
is-
why did you come to the why'd you come here? Why?
Why?
I'm-
Firstly, because everyone was on a different time zone to me, and that was just unacceptable.
So I upped my whole entire life and I moved to the States because I'm on a podcast and everybody was just fucking with my time zone.
Recording
Okay.
a podcast at 3 a.m. was a lot. So I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? That's it. I'm going to move. I also fell in love with the DM and decided to marry him and came over here to be with the lovely man himself. Yeah, so that was, a secondary reason to the time zones, but that was... yes.
No,
So,
we can't hear you. Fuck
it was
off.
very
Fuck off. We lost our kids rating on the YouTube.
good. No, sorry. I've already been swearing. I apologize. I probably...
No. You're fine.
It's like, can I? Is this an... I like your ball and cup. It's very good. But yeah. America is it for now at least. We did try and see if the UK would work, and it didn't really work out for a few different reasons. We thought, let's stay the side where everyone else that we're working with is currently. And yeah, so currently we're in Pittsburgh, but we think we might be going to Portland next year. So
We've
in
also been
Portland?
looking at the Portland. No, I'm in Texas, unfortunately. But we have also been discussing Portland. Have I ever been there? No. Do I like the vibes? Yes.
yes, I can assure you, we went for the first. Well, I went for the first time. Patrick has been before, and he lived there for a little bit. I went for the first time a couple weeks ago. Vibe check. It was very good. Very, very good.
Fabulous.
Yeah,
Fabulous.
I
We're,
highly,
Adrian,
highly
we're all
recommend.
moving to Portland. Would you like to come with us?
Yeah, you
I
can
mean, right
talk
now,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, you can talk
Okay.
now. We'll allow it.
I've
You're
been
back.
to Portland.
You have?
And yeah, it's pretty cool. Very chill. Met some people just chilling out. They asked me if I was selling anything, and I said no. And they said, "Do you want to come to a party with us?" And I said, "Sorry, I'm with my parents." And this was like 5 years ago.
The
And
best
so yeah,
excuse.
very cool place. They're very welcoming, is all I'm saying.
It's great. It's great. While we were there, funnily enough, we went to the opening of a brewery, like a D&D brewery.
Oh,
It's called TPK Breweries. If anyone's listening to this, you should go. And they do just a bunch of it's just a pub. I mean, I don't know what your equivalent of a pub is. Tavern. That just they do a bunch of D&D. Loads of people hang out, and we met loads of really cool geeky people. So if you're into it, you should go. It's very cool. It's very, very cool.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it was really nice. So yeah, I think Portland might be the mood. So we might be doing that next year, which would be awesome. And then we'll be the last ones awake instead of the first ones to bed, which was what I was struggling with. Yeah, that FOMO, man, ain't it?
it's a wish.
Yeah. Sorry, Adrian, you can answer the questions now if you'd like. I felt bad.
I don't have to. I can
We'll
stop.
invite you. We are invited
You let
to
me
ask
know
any more
when you're
questions.
ready for Adrian to step in. I'm going to wait my turn. I'll contribute to conversation,
Mr. Lawrence,
but I will
you are
never
absolutely
interject for the rest of the episode. 15 minutes. I got 15 minutes. I'm taking away my male privilege and just throwing it out. Gotta shut the fuck up.
Oh my god. Alex, we need to hang out like without Adrian at some point, just saying. We should hang out because like this is the first time I've met you, but I'm feeling something here. I'm feeling it. I don't know, you know.
I'm sorry, Patrick, but I'm gonna slide in those DMs faster. I mean,
I'm losing my partner.
no, we're gaining a third. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all right. Little ménage à trois.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to excuse myself. I am no longer at the point where I can be civilized on this podcast.
Why are you so red, Alex?
I'll behave, I promise.
It's too late.
Oh,
Too
oops.
late. The bi panic has just set in.
Oops. Apologies.
No, please don't be sorry. I'm just gonna sit here and it's fine. It's fine. Hi.
It's
Sorry,
getting
Patrick.
awfully
Stop,
warm.
dude.
I can't ask questions anymore. You guys brought this upon yourselves, okay?
I know.
We had a perfectly nice train,
I'm
and
so
you
sorry.
fucked it. It's off the rails. There's no more. Just bye, Peg.
Do you know that scene in Love Actually? You know, the critically just acclaimed film Love Actually, where the girl, the probably only one who wasn't an asshole in that movie, besides Emma Thompson, walks into Alan Rickman's office and she's like, we all know that you're in love with so and so. How long have you been in love? And it's like, how long have you been working here or whatever? And then it's like, how long have you been like in love? It's like a 2-minute difference. That's this podcast. So we've been recording for 47 minutes. And you're like, how long have you been in love with Emily? It's like 46 minutes. So it's fine. I can't wait to make this a GIF. Like it's gonna be me. That's the issue. Is like. The TikTok is like the immediate panic, the bi panic in Alex's face at this moment. And it's not Adrian that's going to be doing that. It's going to be me, which is wild.
I love you so much. I'm so sorry.
No, please don't be. It's fine. I'm zero. I am uncomfortable because I'm panicking.
You should invite Emily to the
Hey.
book club.
There's a book club? Oh, do you want a book club? I love a book club.
Okay, hold on. Pause.
It's
You
pause.
think, okay, if I'm having this reaction, you think
Yeah.
that Lucy and Gabby are going to be fine? Like, it's not going to be full panic the whole time?
I
You
think it's
don't-
great content.
You don't think? I think...
From a business perspective, this is great. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jaden's going to be in charge. We're going to leave Jaden in charge? I love you,
Why would
Jaden, but
you
we're
do
going to leave
that?
Jaden in charge.
Jaden, if you're listening, I love you.
10 out of 10, bro. 10 out of 10. But, like,
You're
for
not
the walls?
in charge
For the
right
walls?
now.
Sorry, Emily. I
you're
was
right.
trying to
It's
be
fine.
professional about it. I can't even
That's
look at
okay.
my camera anymore.
I won't use my low voice for a while. It's okay.
She showed us her gargoyles, and I was in love.
Yay! That was it. You had me at gargoyles. Done.
Nope. Back it up. Nope.
So we have this problem with our episode 2 with recurring guests that it goes off the rails. I feel like we've already reached that with you today.
Yeah, sorry. I think like 5 minutes in.
Yeah, no, you know what? It's probably like a overflow thing where it's like me and you have already talked, and I've already exhausted all my professionalism as much as I could. And now we're in episode 1, and it's here. We're here now. This is life.
See, this is it's funny because when I was saying like Harissa and Mr. Spinks, the two separate sort of like sides of the coin. I think I created Harissa because I was like, I desperately wanted to be the badass. I wanted to be like the cool person who was like, suave, awesome. But in actuality, I am the gremlin. So this is what you're getting. This is me being the gremlin. This is basically Spinks all the time. I wish I could be suave and cool. Doesn't really happen often. Sometimes. I always feel like people always try and create the character they want to be when they're doing like D&D and like TTRPGs. I end up having so much more fun being a gremlin.
It's a good time.
It's just who I am.
Timothy McTavish was definitely the gremlin.
McTavish, yes.
Timothy.
Love
I forget what I
McTavish.
named it.
So good.
Yeah.
I think that's the one
understand
reoccurring thread through all of my characters is that all of my characters do not overshare. And I just... 2 years into this podcast, am I realizing that that's the common thread between all of my TTRPG characters? They don't overshare. So we're gonna go talk about that in therapy. It's fine.
I think all therapists should look at people's TTRPG characters. That would tell them everything they need to know. It's like, okay, what class
Adrian,
do you usually play?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. What's their backstory usually? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. All right, here's these meds.
And we're gonna talk about your family structure next time.
How many of them are already dead in your backstory? We'll know who the problem is real
How
quick.
much trauma did you have as a child? Yeah. 100%.
Did I just realize that all the characters have dead families? Wow.
Listen, it's a trope for a reason. It's fine.
Your trauma is showing.
It's all over this podcast.
It is all over this podcast.
Sorry.
I didn't cry today,
sorry.
though.
Oh, don't jinx it. We have 8 minutes left.
Don't do that.
I'm not gonna. I don't intentionally make you cry. I just.
I
make
don't
stories
intentionally
that
cry either.
Sometimes make you cry.
They're very well crafted.
Adrian.
He's very good at it.
She's just a crier. That's not my fault.
No. Are you making my Alex cry?
Yes. It's part of my job.
She signed the contract. I'm sorry.
She did. She was like, "Hey, you're failing in school." I'm like, "I'm gonna make you cry later." And this has been years in the making.
That was not my doing. I didn't make you come see me. Somebody else who was much more of an adult made you come see me because they thought seeing me would help you succeed in school. So many people, I don't know why. Why did they come to me? Me.
Because you're a teacher, maybe?
Not at the time, but...
No, I was like 20. I was like 25 at the time, and I was like, yeah, this is how you're going to be successful in school. And I was like, were you successful in school, Alex? Fuck no. Was I successful in any sort of educational capacity? Because
it's fine.
no.
All right.
It's undiagnosed
graduated,
ADHD.
Alex.
Proud
How
of
long
you.
have you two known each other then? It's been, obviously you've been doing this podcast for a while, but does it go way back, the two of you?
I don't know what grade I was. I was like 20-something.
2016.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
That was the first job I had at Tech. That's why I know that. And then I started Tech right after Michael and I got married. So Michael and I got married in 2015, and then I started working in the support operations for academic retention office in 2016.
And I
Nice.
think I just got back into school because I took like a year off or something. Maybe 2, I forget. Math is weird.
I think the funniest thing through that whole thing is that you were like, I'm going to add a math minor. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
You're like, please don't.
Yeah, no, it was a bad idea. I failed calculus 2 3 times.
I was like, are you sure? And you were like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And I was like, hey, all right, buddy. We
All
just
right,
want
buddy,
you
was a
graduated.
good. Yeah, no, I switched it to a film minor. It was easier to knock out in 1 year compared to like the incremental of any other like sciencey degree.
That says everything. I love it.
Hey man, it's so good. I mean, I came out with a bachelor's in psychology. It's fine. I got that thing. I just also love my films.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I'm not like one of those bro-y guys who're just like, Scorsese just knows what he's doing.
Why are they smoking a cigarette?
They are always smoking a cigarette.
Should be a cigar.
Why they're not?
Okay, that's fair.
It's a pipe or nothing.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like that's more British than American.
I don't know.
Taught
Do
at a
you
young
like?
age how to pack a pipe? Part of the curriculum.
Interesting. Ours is the clapping, yours is packing the pipe.
Oh.
Yep.
I-
Yep.
Where are we going with this?
I don't know. It's
Oh
fun.
yeah,
know.
I'm
just
enjoying it.
trauma.
Just
How we met. Before that, making her cry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've just known each other for way too long at this point.
I love it.
why do you say way too long? Like it's an issue. Like I haven't brought
It is an
immense
issue.
joy
Look
into
how
your
we're
life.
acting. We're acting not like normal adults, okay?
We're-
Normal
what,
adults.
What normal?
What is normal?
Yeah.
What is normal?
Not us. Not
Not
us.
It ain't in this room. This one.
It ain't.
Yeah. Like
Nowhere.
normal who?
May I just point to the land speeder behind me, please?
Exactly.
It's a
Look
land
at the
speeder.
frog. Just look at the
Oh,
frog.
it's such a
the
cute
frog's
frog,
great.
though. Like it's so good.
He's a cute boy. I love him.
I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know what's behind me. That's
What's your
quirky.
first, Emily? What was your first D&D character?
Oh shit.
If you don't mind airing out that trauma.
It's fine. I think the first character, the one I vaguely remember, was when I was in college. It was a drunken foray into 3.5, because I'm old, and and it was just a pre-done character. The guy was just like, "Here you go, just take it. Like, this is your character." And I was like, "Great, a rogue, fantastic." And it was, I had the worst luck in rolls the entire like one shot. It was like this rogue was just incompetent. You know, tried to jump a gap, fell through, tried to like stab someone, got the dagger stuck in a wall. Like I missed everything that I could possibly fail a roll on. I failed a roll on. It was so funny. I was so drunk. Like I just thought it was hilarious. And that just stuck with me. Just like bad rolls can be so funny. And I just loved it. But that was my first character officially for D&D. My first character that I created for D&D was actually another edgelord, just ridiculously. I don't know why I was doing it. It was a druid this time, in a world of like color. This druid had no color, so like she was like black and white and so like grayscale basically. It was really cool. And she liked to turn into spiders and stuff, and it was badass. But obviously didn't go very well.
Very cool. Very
She
normal.
was so cool.
Very bright.
She was like the grayest of the gray in this world of color, and it was so badass.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and obviously I didn't have a lot of fun with her in the end. So I'm like, next. Yep. So I learned a few lessons trying to play cool people and realizing I'm just not that person. I just am not cool.
Alex, threaten Emily.
Threaten me.
You said I'm not cool. That's not true
I see.
at all.
I mean, I'm cool in the way that like weird people are cool, but I'm not like the Batman cool. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
yeah, but it's also hard to be the cool character when ones are possible.
Are we really calling Batman cool though?
Batman is like
the ultimate
cool
edgelord,
to
though,
the edgelords. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I am the knight.
Yeah. The demographic.
Okay. I'll take that one.
You'll see. Okay, cool.
I'll accept
Thank
there.
you.
Yeah.
Yes. Or like John Wick cool. You know what I mean? John Wick is cool. I will not. Be
John
taking
Wick is cool, but like Keanu Reeves is like the coolest.
He is.
But he's also goofy, so
That's true.
But not in the. Okay, yeah. Not in the role for sure, but like.
do you
but
look at
yes,
him and you're not like Bill and Ted? Like
Sometimes
you just look at him and you're like,
I see. I think my first intro to Keanu was Constantine, so I see
Yes.
Constantine.
Amazing
okay.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's favorite, actually. Can we watch Constantine again? Yes, we can. That's fine. He loves it.
Alex.
I haven't seen it. I'm so sorry.
It's so good. And also, like the Bi Panic with oh my
Was it
God.
Castiel or no? It's
what's
Angel
her name?
Gabriel.
No.
Tilda Swinton.
Fuck me, what is
No,
her name? Edit
what's her
this
face?
out because I can't remember her name. She was also in The Mummy.
No,
Rachel
I see
Weisz.
her.
Yes. She's so.
See,
She's cute.
that's
in
why
it.
you know Adrian's not a bi person because he doesn't
No.
pull up. Because
Yeah.
Rachel Weisz, known bi panic for
Yeah.
The Mummy.
Yeah. She was my first like understanding of like I'm not straight. When I saw Mummy, I was like, Brendan, step
Everybody.
aside. Yeah.
I cannot contribute. I'm tragically straight. My apologies.
So sorry, my
alright,
dude.
it's fine.
So sorry.
Understandable. Sorry.
But Rachel Weisz, we can all agree,
Yeah.
hot.
is a babe, was a babe, continues to be a babe.
Yep. At all times, all the time.
Yeah.
I love her. She's great.
I do love her little, like, thinny, like, 1930 eyebrows in The Mummy, though. Like, that's,
Yeah. She's cute. Shit. Everyone who's listening is just like, Rachel Weisz.
Dear listener, on the Apple and Spotify route, Adrian did do a dance in between that pause that we were all distracted with. Just this, like, bouncing back and forth. So, go check
just,
out
like,
the
on
video.
part. I'm just gonna put the image of the mummy, Rachel, whatever you just said, on screen so that everyone
You'll
knows why
understand
we're
when
silent.
you Google. You'll understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I think our demographic is mummy age. I think the majority of people of the Listen to Our podcast understands. We're talking- I don't think we listen to-
Yeah.
It's not babies. No,
fine.
it's not our.
How old
our
are you two?
children. I just turned 34.
Well, shut up. What did you say? Oh, I thought you said 20.
I just
I
turned
am
24.
so lenty.
You goofball.
It's alright.
Absolutely not.
I'll be 37 in a couple of months, so it's fine.
It's only 3. We would still be in the same school.
29.
Adrian's such a wee
I
baby.
know he's such a baby, isn't he?
No.
Do you remember 29? Do you remember?
I do. I do. Yeah, right. My whole 20s are a fucking mess.
The whole time.
Listen, all of you in your 20s now, you got no idea. The 30s is where it's at.
I'm right here.
Sorry.
Aside from the
Next-
like hip
next year you'll
and back
understand.
pain. Aside from that,
Well, I mean, my knees are fucked, but apart from
yeah,
that, it's all
the
right.
random joints. It's
You want to
fine.
know our demographic for Spotify?
Yes.
Yeah.
66% 28 to 34.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, see,
33.3 for 35 to 44.
see,
Hey, my people.
oh,
My people.
the mummies.
Yeah, all of the mummy lovers.
Sorry, this is no
I
longer a
just had
Dungeons
Lonely
and
Island
Dragons.
in my head for a second.
This is no longer a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. This is a mummy standcast.
Yep. I don't think I've met anyone who dislikes the movie. And then anyone who has said that they dislike the movie no longer exists. So, because
I don't. Nobody sticks around. Nobody sticks around.
It's just amazing. It's good stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Look at that thumbs up. Yeah.
All right. We have reached our hour mark. As much as I want to continue, I just know it's going to be a terrible idea for me to edit more than this because I can barely pay attention to edit the current thing that I need to do.
It's fine. It's fine.
We'll just have Emily back on. That's just what's going to happen.
Okay, I'll come.
Emily
I'll
is
come
a
for an episode
permanent
too.
member.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
I'm like
I'm
the third
out.
host now. That's fine.
No, you're not out. You are welcome to still be here. We still
But
need.
I can't ask questions anymore, right?
Adrian, how are we to be a Dungeons and Dragons podcast without some sort of like heteronormative man
Exactly.
to tell us what we're doing? Like, how are
I
we?
don't tell you anything. You just I make eyes and process stuff, and you're like, "What do you mean, Adrian? What do you mean?"
Why
Yeah,
are you
but
looking at
where
me
is
like
our
that?
credential? How are we going to get past the well actuallys? We're not.
When's the last time I've well actually seen you? Do I? Think
I didn't say
do
that. You
anything?
gave us. No. You are the well actually credit.
Sorry, I was making the worst face possible. Sorry.
It was a
What?
good face, though. Okay. People who want to well actually us, they can't because we've got Adrian.
Yeah. We already have someone here to do that. Thank you, though.
See?
We appreciate you. Yeah.
You're a passport.
I'm being appreciated. I'm glad you're here in my podcast now, says Emily. Sorry, Lady Emily Greymoore.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Why did I turn so red so fast?
I don't know, dude. It's because you got that pale complexion, okay?
Don't talk about my Scottish and Irish blood like that.
I'm red because we've been laughing so much and I don't have
my
enough
cheeks
oxygen.
ache. Like, shit. Fuck. Luckily, this camera washes me out pretty nicely. Otherwise, you see how pink I was as well.
No, your cheekbones are so good. We can just like see the like. It's so
Yeah,
good.
am I a
You're
dimples?
welcome. Oh my god.
All right, where can we find you, Lady Emily
Too
Greymoore? We
much.
gotta get this game going.
I love you. I love everyone. If you want to see more of me or hear more of me, you can find me on TikTok at Emily Greymoore with a little E on the end there. You can go to my link tree through my TikTok and it has all my other bits and pieces. You can also see me on Unbalanced Encounters at unbalancedencounters.com and you can see all of my stuff there. And on YouTube as well, Unbalanced Encounters, you can see my little interview show, Random Encounters, which is there as well. There you go. Ta-da! And thank you for having me. I appreciate it very much. It's been very fun.
Of course. You're whispering. I can't hear anything.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Yep, that's great. I said gray is spelled with an E and not an A. So
Oh,
just so
yes,
you also
the English
know.
way. Yeah, sorry.
The proper way.
G-R-E-Y-M-O-O-I. Yep.
How do I
I'm
spell
sure
gray?
Adrian will put put links somewhere.
It's right there.
Yeah.
It's right there, guys. I put it up on here so you don't have to look too far. It's right here.
Just
Go to
click on the
things,
link.
Click the links.
Click the links. It's in the description. I looked at the name to make sure it's correct.
Yay!
Editing, Adrian, you do not have to put the name everywhere I put my hands, okay? It's gonna be a
Do
pain.
it. It's here.
Stop! No! No!
I love you. Sorry.
You're not saying that to me. You're saying that to future Adrian.
He'll appreciate it though. So
We'll see where his mental state is at as soon as he gets done with an hour of like proofing, and then just all of a sudden just like copy paste here, section XY coordinates here. Oh, they move their hands, XY coordinate here.
just all over the place. I don't know how technology works,
great.
so it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it'll be
It's all
fine.
good. It's fine.
Okay. Well, thank you, dear listener, for joining us on another episode of Dungeons and Degrees. You can find us where pods are cast, Spotify, Apple, wherever you need to listen. Go and listen. You can also find us on the YouTubes. We are slowly putting all of the backlogs up into YouTube. So if you have a friend who may not live here in the United States, they actually now have access to our podcast, and you can go share that link to them. You can also join us on Discord and Patreon. We are funded a little bit through Patreon. Help Adrian get all of his technology. It'll be great. Maybe we'll start sharing notes. I take a lot of notes, so maybe we'll start sharing doodles and stuff there. But only if. Yeah, I don't think it makes sense to anybody else but me. But join us there. You can also find us on all social medias at Dungeon with no S, N, the letter N as in Nancy, degrees with the S at the end. But if you got to this part of the podcast, you already knew that. And if you really couldn't figure that out, it's probably somewhere down below or, good luck.
Stop.
Or there.
No.
It's over there.
Sorry. Just put a big sticker over my whole window. It's fine.
Just all the socials just overlapping.
Yeah. Yes.
That's all I got,
Very
Adrian.
good.
All right. So, thank you so much for listening. Wait, I feel like you didn't threaten our listeners. That's why we didn't feel like we finished. Did you threaten our
Please
listeners?
threaten.
I am so much in love right now that why would I ruin this moment with threatening you? But
My fault.
if I must, if you don't follow us or share this or like this or, just give it a thumbs up because we're going into the holiday season, y'all. So if you rate this any less than 5 stars, first of all, you're a dick. Secondly, Santa Claus is going to come down your chimney and shit in your stocking.
Yes.
See, that's why I felt like it was off. That's
Do you feel better now?
I'm like, there we go. There's the threat.
Do you feel relieved?
I feel like the segue is now complete. That's what
I don't know about you,
Now-
but I feel aroused, so.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody. My name's Adrian.
My name is just Bye Panic now.
And I'm Emily.
Go have some fun. Yay.
Yay!
Yay! Boo-doo-boo-boo!